children, welcome to online class. In today's class, we are going to discuss the steps involved in the process of making silk fabric, children. And previously we have discussed stall 1. Again we will discuss stall 1 and stall 2 in this class, children. Stall 1. Moth to egg and stars 2 from eggs to cocoon. Children, we'll discuss right now star 1, moth to egg. You know what is a moth? Moth is a kind of insect, children. It is a kind of insect. You can simply say that is one kind of butterfly. Children, farmers used to take these moths and they keep in a small mesh type boxes. They keep these moths in a grill mesh boxes. In a grill mesh boxes. You know that box is not fully closed, that it is made up of mesh like this, children. So they can take the breath. So these will be stored in a grill mesh boxes. The another name, there is a name for this moths, children, that is nothing but Chilakalu, Chilakalu. Okay, children, there is a name for this moth, that is Chilakalu, and there is another name for it, that is Bombyx mori, children. Bombyx mori. Bombyx mori. Children, whenever they lay eggs, first of all we need to spread a white cloth, children, or a piece of paper when they are going to lay eggs, children. A female moth lays around 500 eggs, children, in one turn. After laying all 500 eggs or above 500 eggs, it dies, children. Only one turn it lays eggs and it will die. Children, farmers from different districts, you know, our Andhra Pradesh has 13 districts, children. 9 from Kostandhra and 4 from Rayalaseema. So entire 13 districts, they come and they use it to buy these eggs, children. Understand, children? They use it to come and buy moth eggs. They take these moth eggs and they keep on a bed of mulberry, or you can say simply they store these eggs in a special chambers, children. They store these eggs in a special chambers. They use it to store in a special chambers, children. And some other farmers from districts like Kurnool, Kadapa, Chittoor, they use it to come and they use it to buy silkworms. You know silkworms from the egg. Moth lays eggs. From that eggs, the silkworms are coming out of the egg, children. They use it to buy directly the silkworms which are coming from the egg, and they use it to take these silkworms and they use it to produce cocoons. Understand, children? And some other farmers will come. They directly buy the moths. They buy moths and they use it to produce eggs from the moths. And from egg to, you know the process, cocoon. So like this the process happens, children, and we'll see next one. Eggs to cocoon, children. Eggs to cocoon. That is star 2, children. Eggs to cocoon. Children, if you have a textbook, there is a picture in this lesson, children, so you can identify the clear picture. So there will be a group of legs in a large tray, children, and some special mulberry leaves are placed and larvae are also there on the leaves to feed them, children. Means if you take a large tray, children, in this large tray there are some small pieces of leaves spread over this large tray, children. On the top of these small leaves, there are small worms children, worms, tiny worms. These tiny worms, from where does it come? From the eggs children. So worms directly used to buy eggs, and they can also use directly to buy cocoons. Not cocoons, this is a silkworm children. So they used to buy silkworms directly children from the market stores, and they will place in a large tray, and they will provide mulberry leaf pieces. Why they provide mulberry leaves means we use it to grow cocoon means we need to provide mulberry leaves. Why? If we want to survive, what we need? We need food. Yes or no? So if we want to get cocoon from silkworm, we need to provide mulberry leaves for it. So what happens? The silkworm day and night, it continuously eats these mulberry leaves, and after 35 days, of completion of this period, it stops eating these mulberry leaves, and it does not move anywhere. It settles like this children. Why? It is a period to change into the another cycle. So this silkworm after 30 to 35 days becomes as a caterpillar, and it does not eat any of the mulberry leaves. It settles as there itself, and it starts to be there, and it starts to provide a net. Net. What is net? Not interaction. Net is nothing but a spider releases net. Spider is one kind of insect. It provides, or it lays some nets children to trap the insects, and it kills that insects and it will eat. So like that, this silkworm lays some nets, but it is not of killing other insects. It is woven like a cloth. If there is a cloth, you woven entirely. I woven the shed. So no, where or board like that. Here the silkworm completely provides a net for itself, and the mouth of the silkworm continuously moves this side and that side. Why? Because it releases some fibery substance from its mouth. We can say that it is a chemical substance. It continuously secretes some chemical substances, fibery substances. When this chemical substance exposed to air or environment, it becomes as a strong substance. It becomes as a strong substance. So it slowly converts into a strong substance, and silkworm is covered with this round circle that it is nothing but cocoon. This is called as a cocoon children. Inside of the cocoon there is a silkworm children. So right now, after getting into the cocoon, we should not do any mistake children. Simply we have to take this cocoon and keep it in a steam water bath children, or a steam oven. Why sir? Why? Because if we want to obtain a good quality of silk, we need to do this children. Simply we need to kill the larva which is present in the cocoon children. If we don't do like that, what happens? After 2 to 3 weeks, this larva develops into again silkworm, and it comes out. Sir, yes, no sir, it comes as a moth. No problem for it. There is no problem for us, no sir. You can say like that. But here it is a difficult problem is there children. That is nothing but when it is coming out, it spoils the entire cocoon. So we does not obtain any good quality of silk fiber children. So if we want to obtain a good quality of silk, we need to kill the larva which is present in the cocoon by a process called stifling. If there is a cocoon with you, you can simply drop that cocoon in a hot water and stiff it for 15 minutes children. So by heating nature, the larva which is present in the cocoon gets killed. So we will obtain a good quality of silk fiber children. Children, after stifling, we can store this cocoon as long as you can children. You can store up to 3 or 4 years, you can. But before not doing of stifling, it will not store years children. Why? This silkworm converts into a moth children. it is very difficult. We need to be thorough with that. Children, when you have a cocoon, you be stiff first of all. Then you will get a good quality of fabric, children. So children, this is a second staff 1, staff 2, children. Nothing but X2 cocoon. We'll discuss next star 3 and 4, which are the processes involved in making of silk, children. This is nothing but sericulture. We call it as a sericulture. What is sericulture? Obtaining of silk from different processes from the insects is called sericulture, children. Children, we'll continue up to here. We'll discuss the next 3 and 4 stars in the next class. Thank you, children.